Hello, I'm Hannah Baker and this is my Making It in the Media 3 Summer Placement Reflection. My presentation will focus on work I did for the Tees Valley Gilbert and Sullivan Society based at Middlesbrough Theatre through their performance of Gilbert and Sullivan's comedic opera HMS Pinafore. We used several cameras to capture the performance from various different angles around the theatre. When we filmed the show for them, we plan to edit it into a suitable video we can send to them. My role was to film the performance and rehearsal so that they have a copy to keep for future reference. Someone has always recorded their performances and that is why they wanted someone to do it for them. Using 3 cameras, we set up at different angles in the theatre. We were upstairs in the lighting box and we captured different parts of the show, both close-ups and wide shots and interesting angles. We switched places throughout the show to each have a go at different filming styles so that it was fair. We planned to edit the production together, cutting between the different angles we have all captured to create a final video which we plan to send to the production company. I have provided some photographic examples of the work I did, as well as the camera and equipment that we used. There is also a link provided to some of the footage I've captured. Please be aware that the footage is not edited yet and is therefore still raw. Company culture of theatre. Theatre is traditionally much more of a tighter team as opposed to something like movies and television production. And it's something that I certainly felt while I was working there. The actors and crew both must be there to make sure the show runs successfully. And they do truly depend on each other, more than they do, I think, in film and TV production. While we were there, we were respected and treated with as much regard as the performers were. And there wasn't any sort of separation, and that really helped to put me at ease. How I improved practice. In terms of how comfortable I felt working there, it certainly helped me to deliver my best work. With not a lot of people working around me to disturb me and make me feel uncomfortable, which I often do in a large environment, I was trusted to do the work well and to just get on with it, which I really enjoyed and found really different to many of the other work experiences I've had. Being polite to someone usually means you will get that politeness and respect back, and I did truly feel that while I was working there. Everyone was very down to earth, welcoming, friendly, and I did feel that I was respected. I much prefer working in small groups to large groups due to my social problems. So the placement has been successful in making me see I should aim to possibly securing a job where I can work with a smaller group of people. Company practice. The theatre company does practice a very down-to-earth and very relaxed style. However, there is still clearly a boss. Margaret, who is the show's producer, was in charge of the entire production, and I did talk and communicate with her one-on-one. Although she's not afraid to put her foot down, and she demanded the best work out of everybody, be that cast or crew. However, she was warm and friendly, especially to us when we arrived with our kit, and did listen to everyone. This level of comfort and relaxation in their behaviour is most likely due to the fact that they are an amateur company, not a professional one, and I'm not sure that a professional company would have been as relaxed. However, their organisation and the way we were handled was not very good. Not a lot of people seemed to know we were coming, and we were only allowed to film in the top lighting box, which wasn't the best angle for filming as it cut out quite a portion of the stage. Company hierarchy. This is the company hierarchy of when I worked there, including all the people who I came into contact with. Margaret, the producer, is at the top of the hierarchy as she was in charge of the entire production. Then there was Jean, who was the stage manager, and then Andy, who was the production manager. Andy was the person that I communicated with the most. He assisted us in setting up our kit, he took us to where we would be filming, and was of general help throughout the placement. David, the lighting guy, and Adam, who contacted us about filming the performance and was also an actor in it, were also of great help and great points of communication. The route through and recruitment. With theatre being such an inclusive environment to work in, they are always on the lookout to bring people in to help them out. While I was working there, I never felt as though I was stepping on anyone's toes, so to speak. I always felt like I had a place and that that place was respected. And that if I were to work there would be that opportunity to progress up the ladder to a higher position. As a result, I didn't feel I would be a difficult environment to thrive in. Progression through the theatre would begin with probably being some sort of runner behind the scenes, but then as your skills develop, you can move gradually up the ladder until you are working in your desired field, possibly head of department, sound, lighting as some examples, or maybe even being the producer and director and running the whole show. How I could have improved. Although the placement I did provided me with some invaluable learning experience that I will most definitely learn from, I do feel that the placement was too short and that it didn't provide me with enough real-world working experience. There wasn't a true representation of company culture for me to learn from. There was some, but not enough that I could significantly develop from in terms of learning how to climb up a business ladder or anything like that. It would have been much more interesting experience to work with a larger and more expanded company where I could truly get that feeling of company culture. Working with people from the university that I already knew as well didn't give me that opportunity to thrive and to mix with new people and to develop my social skills with new people in a way that it would have if I'd have gone into a new environment with people that I didn't already know. SWOT analysis. Theatre provides a great deal of entertainment to those who view it and maintains a strong and loyal group who still enjoy it today. However, film and television do threaten the business of the theatre, and it's been like that for quite a while now. Its future in the entertainment world is unsure about how popular it will continue to be in the future. I've listed here the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats that I feel most relate to the Gilbert and Sullivan Society that I worked with. One big thing that I noticed that they could do to improve their relevance is to increase their online presence. They are on Facebook, but it's very difficult to obtain any sort of information on them. When I was trying to for this online, it was extremely difficult, and I feel that that is one of the main ways that they could improve their relevance, and it would encourage more people to come and view them and to get involved with their company as well. What I have taken from the placement experience. I've taken a great deal from this experience, and what I've taken is both positive and negative, but I feel that it'll all help to shape my development for the future. The importance of practical work and work experience is never to be taken for granted, and it's important to try and obtain that suitable placement straight away and to not leave it too late. That is vastly important and something that I would do definitely if I could do it over again. Thank you for listening once again. This is Hannah Baker, and this has been my Making It in the Media 3 Summer Placement Reflection presentation.